You may be seated. Can we please have Ryan Papanook, Aiden McCrum, Chris Chesky, Joey and Jason Courtney to prepare yourselves for the flag salute, please? Stand up and head on over there, guys. I'd like to thank Christopher O'Mahony and Julia Dan, representatives of the Pipe and Drums of West Milford, for that wonderful lead-in for our veterans.
Everyone, please rise. Pledge allegiance. We'll face the flag, which is over in the front. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Take seats.
I think so. Yeah. Welcome to Westbrook's Veterans Day program. Before we begin, I would like to thank Dr. Anamone, our school superintendent, for joining us today, as well as Mr. Dotson and Mr. Thomas from the local VFW. Thank you so much for being here. As we've been talking about all week in school, Veterans Day means many things for our freedom, as well as for sacrifice and honor. This day is to give thanks to the people who have served in the United States military. Veterans have sacrificed so many things to protect us and deserve to be honored because of their sacrifice. When we think of this Veterans Day, we may have thought about wearing red, white, and blue today, right? We talked about that, right? We did? Or the teachers may have been talking to in the classroom and thinking all week about how to teach lessons about Veterans Day and what makes the day special for our country and our soldiers. But the most important thing we can think about today and every day are the sacrifices of those who fight in the wars and defend our country and stand up to always protect us. To our veterans, we are very glad to have you here today so we can thank you for everything you have done for us and the United States of America. So to each veteran and all those veterans who couldn't join us today, Westbrook School says thank you very much. Veterans are truly veterans because they possess honor, bravery, and patriotism that is needed to stand up for our country. For a brief few words about what it means to be a veteran, I would like to welcome Mr. Bob Thomas from our local VFW.
Didn't tell me I was going to be the first speaker. I was hoping I'd say I agree with him. But anyway, what is the military? Wow, I was going to answer the question myself. You, young man. Yeah.
It's like something where it's where like people fight in like a war.
That is true, but hopefully it's only a small piece. I'm going to go ahead and answer it because there's just too many of you who know. Thank you all. Military is a group of people who protect our nation. They protect our nation from people who want to do bad things. Sometimes we go to other places to help them protect themselves. But the military is a family. And like all families, we squabble between ourselves. There's members of the Army, the Navy, the Marines, probably even Coast Guard. I'm saying that because I don't know, but we're all members of a family. We're unique that way. We all agree with one thing. You are our most valuable part of this country. You are the future. We're veterans, we're military, but we're here to protect you and give you a place where you can feel safe and you can know the values that made this nation one of the greatest nations on earth. So I thank you for coming today. I thank you for joining Veterans Day. And God bless America. God bless you. Thank you.
All right, so we will now go through the roll call of attending veterans. First, I will announce the name of the student who will be accompanying our veteran. So once I call your name, students, you will stand up, you will walk over to your veteran, you will accompany them to where they can stand in front of the screen here. Once that is done, you will walk over and you will have your picture taken in front of our banner over there. All right? So, starting off, Meadow Klipka. She will be walking over and she'll be escorting, head over there, Meadow, go ahead, hon. She'll be walking over and she will be escorting, representing the United States Army, Jerry Klipka. Ryan and Nick Papanook. They will walk over and they will escort, representing the United States Navy, Roland Jopling. Thank you. Yep. Go over there for your picture. Take over there, guys. Yep. Christiana Boshin. She is going to be escorting, representing the United States Army, Clyde Finn. Go. Head on over there, please. Thank you. Before we continue on with the ceremony, we'd be remiss if we didn't add a couple of our special veterans that we have. We have Mrs. Canale's son, Kenneth. All right, he was a member of the United States Army, and the custodian, Mr. Stapleton, his son, Thomas, who is also is still a member of the United States Marine Corps. Emmett Berger, please walk over and escort, representing the United States Army, Kenneth Best. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. You may return to your seats after it's done. I'm sorry. A little traffic jam back there. All right. Thank you. Aiden McCrum will be representing from the United States Navy, Gary Hupp. Thank you. Mila and Christopher Chesky will be escorting, representing the United States Navy, Christopher Chesky. Stay up there. Stand with your dad. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Emma and Abby Vonderheide will be escorting, representing the United States Navy, Carl Vonderheide. Layla Kubitz will be escorting, representing the United States Army, Edward Kubitz. Stay right there. Thank you. Joey and Jason Courtney will be escorting, representing the United States Army, Adam Courtney. Charlie Walker will be escorting, representing the United States Marine Corps, Rick Scalia. Thank you. AJ Zazi will be escorting, representing the United States Navy, Jack Knowlton. Holly and Daisy Kimack, they will be escorting Robert Murphy and Thomas Kimack, both representing the United States Army. Thank you, gentlemen. Keith DeLockery will be escorting, representing the United States Army, Marcus Connolly. Lucas Kelshaw and Mrs. Osterly will be escorting, representing the United States Navy, Alan Kelshaw. We have one veteran who did not show up today, but he is represented in the slides, is representing the United States Army, Richard C. Gloss, who would have been escorted by Zoe DeCarlo. Keegan Sim will be escorting his father, Stephen Sim, representing the United States Air Force. Ryder Jacobson will be escorting, representing the United States Air Force, Roger Jacobson. Lily Diggs will be escorting, representing the United States Air Force, Robert Diggs. And Dr. Swartz will be escorting her father, Daniel Swartz, representing the United States Army.
You sent it in.
What's that? Those are days gone by, sir. We have one last slide that I was asked to present. Cassidy Schaefer, representing the United States Marine Corps in memoriam, Jim Schaefer. Okay, so Mrs. Callahan, would you like to come up front and center? So all students, please stand.
Be here.
You always knew. You know that.
To end our program today, I have a few thank yous. First, I would like to thank Mr. Courtney and Mr. Chesky for always bringing the Cub Scout pack to us for the Pledge of Allegiance and all you do for our school. Thank you so much. For today's program, I would like to thank Mr. Jones, Mrs. Manier, Ms. Sokolik, and Mrs. Fry from our school for all of their hard work to make today come together. From our PTA, Mrs. Chesky, Mrs. Lowenstein, and Mrs. Gustafson, and the rest of the committee for helping us get the program all put together and ready for our veterans. And we could never have a program like this without the dedicated custodial staff at Westbrook, Mr. Babcock, Mr. Stapleton, and Mr. Bowden. And again, thank you so much to Mr. Dotson and Mr. Thomas for joining us from the VFW today. Veterans are some of the most courageous people we know. Thank you again from Westbrook School to our veterans for giving your time and service to our country. We're going to invite our veterans up to our media center. They're going to meet Mr. Jones over by the rainbow stairs to go upstairs to the media center. Teachers, I'm going to ask you to take the students up the back stairs, and you can send your student that was escorting a veteran today to the media center to meet them there. Okay, thank you everyone so much for coming, and guests of the veterans, you can join your veteran going up the rainbow stairs over on the side. Thank you so much for being here, and again, thank you for your service.